Which organ is considered as graveyard of RBC, where most of them are destroyed by macrophages? A. Red bone marrow, B. Spleen, C. Kidney, D. Intestine. So the old RBCs are destroyed along with pathogens by phagocytosis carried out by macrophages. Thus, spleen act as a graveyard of RBC. Option B is the correct answer. An antibody is a molecule which specifically inactivates an antigen. B. WBC which invades bacteria. C. Secretion of mammalian RBC, D. Component of blood. So an antibody is a molecule that specifically inactivates an antigen. These are immunoglobulins. There are 5 types of antibody: IgG, A, M, E, and D. So option A is the correct answer. Lymphocyte originates from A. thymus, B. bone marrow, C. liver, D. none of this. So hemopoietic stem cells, HPSC, these differentiate into T and B lymphocytes in the bone marrow. T cells then migrate to thymus for their proliferation. So they originate from bone marrow. Option B. Lymph glands and nodes help to A. secrete the urea, B. eliminate the ammonia, C. prepare blood, D. destroy the bacteria. So the lymph node, spleen, which is the lymphatic organ, thymus, tonsils, all produces lymphocyte, which antibodies that destroy the bacteria and foreign cells, virus that invade the body. So option D is the correct answer. Humoral antibodies are produced by A. B cells, C. T cells, C. globulins, D. plasma cells. So the humoral antibody mediated by immune system is formed or proteinaceous defensive chemicals called antibodies, which are produced by B lymphocytes. That is, the origination and maturation takes place in bone marrow and circulate in blood, lymph, and protect the body from bacteria and virus and provides immunity. So option A is the correct answer. T cells provide cell mediated immunity. If thymus gland of an infant is removed, which of the following will not form? A. lymphocyte, B. lymphocytes, C. erythrocyte, D. granulocytes. So surgical removal of thymus gland of newborn shall result in failure of T lymphocyte. So the T lymphocytes are originating from bone marrow and they migrate to thymus for their maturation, as it is a school for T lymphocyte. So option A, T lymphocyte, is the correct answer. It is colorless because A. WBC are present, B. WBC are absent, C. hemoglobin is absent, D. RBC are absent. So the color of blood due to presence of hemoglobin in RBCs. Since RBCs are absent in lymph, so lymph is colorless. So option D is the correct answer. Antigens are present: A. inside nucleus, B. on cell surface, C. inside cytoplasm, D. on nuclear membrane. So the antigens are present on the cell surface and cause the formation of antibodies specifically reacting with them. So an immune response is elevated when an antigen enters the body. So these antigens are present on surface of RBC, red blood cells, which also helps in determination of the blood group of a person. So option B is the correct answer. Lymph glands produces A. phagocytic cells, B. lymphocytic cells, C. amoebotic cells, D. oxyntic cells. So lymph gland produces phagocytic cells, which liberate into the coelomic fluid to phagocytize harmful bacteria entering the body, which produces an immune response and provide body an immunity. So option A is the correct answer. Blood circulation that starts in capillaries and ends in capillaries is called. So the blood circulation which starts in capillaries, forms as sinuses and end in capillaries is known as portal circulation. First, arteries divides into arterioles, which further divides into capillaries, which form portal system, which again form capillaries, then venules, which ultimately form veins, and ends up in the atrium, right side of the heart. So option A is the correct answer. Which of the following carries glucose from digestive tract to liver? A. Hepatic artery, B. Hepatic portal vein, C. Pulmonary vein, D. None of this. So the hepatic portal vein carries blood rich in absorbed food material such as glucose, amino acids from intestine to liver. So option B is the correct answer. Largest blood vessel in the body is A. Carotid artery, B. dorsal aorta, C. phrenic artery, D. coronary artery. So the largest blood vessel in the body is carotid or dorsal aorta. It is a question marked shaped along the vessels that arise from the left ventricle of the heart. So option B, dorsal aorta, is the correct answer. Which of the following blood vessel in mammals normally carry large amount of urea? A. Hepatic portal vein, B. Hepatic vein, C. renal artery, D. hepatic artery. So the hepatic vein drain blood from liver into the post cave. So the urea is maximum in hepatic vein and it is minimum in renal vein. So option B is the correct answer. Artery is absent in frog. A. right systemic arc, B. phrenic artery, C. carotid, D. renal artery. So the phrenic artery present in human but not in frog. Right and left phrenic artery supply blood to lower surface of diaphragm. So option B is the correct answer. Heartbeats are controlled by a nodal tissue which is composed of A. Purkinje fiber, B. myonemes, C. collagen fibers, D. telodendrites. So the initiation of heartbeat is under special bundles of cardiac muscles known as nodal tissue or autorhythmic cells. So the nodal tissue consists of SA node, which is the pacemaker, and AV node, which is pace settler, bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. So option A is the correct answer. When the right ventricle contracts, the blood goes into A. aorta, B. brain, C. pulmonary artery, D. none. During ventricular systole or contraction, the pressure increases in ventricle, thus forcing the oxygenated blood from left ventricle into systemic aorta and from deoxygenated blood from right ventricle into pulmonary aorta. So option C is the correct answer. Stimulation of vagus nerve will make the heart beat A. faster, B. 70 times per minute, C. slower, D. normal. So stimulation of vagus nerve decreases heart rate, but its continuous stimulation shows no further decrease. So option C, slower, is the correct answer. In rabbit, function of spleen is A. Blood purification, C. Respiration, D. Excretion, D. None of this. So macrophages of spleen engulf and destroy worn out blood cells, dead and live pathogen cell debris, that is cell waste, pigment granules and other useless particulate matter, thus regularly cleaning the blood of its impurities. So it causes blood purification. The number of RBC in men increases if he lives at a higher altitude. This is because of A. There is more oxygen in the mountain. B. There is less oxygen at mountain. C. More heat is required to produce in the body for keeping warm. D. There is no germ in the air in the mountain. So at high altitude, partial pressure of oxygen in the air is less. So it facilitates rapid gaseous exchange. So the number of RBC, pigment, pulmonary capacity, tidal volume, everything increases. So option B is the correct answer. Venous system of frog differs from that of the rabbit in presence of A. Hepatic portal system, B. Renal portal system, 3. Vena cava, D. Hepatic vein. So the renal portal system is well developed in fishes and amphibians, that is frog. It is reduced in reptiles and birds and absent in mammals. So option B is the correct answer. To which organ does femoral artery blood supply? A. Dorsal part of the thigh, B. All parts of hind limb, C. Ventral part of hind limb, D. Rectum. So the general distribution of femoral arteries is to lower abdominal walls, groin, external genitalia and muscles of dorsal thigh. So option A is the correct answer. The heartbeat increases at the time of interview due to A. Corticotropic hormone, B. Hypersecretion of renin, C. Secretion of adrenaline, D. Antidiuretic hormone secretion. So adrenaline increases the heartbeat during active and stress condition. So this is the hormone known for fight, flight. So option C is the correct answer. An artificial pacemaker is implanted subcutaneously and connected to the heart in patient A. having 90% blockage of 3 main coronary arteries, B. having a very high blood pressure, C. with irregularities in heart rhythm, D. suffering from arteriosclerosis. So when irregularity in heart rhythm occurs, normal heart rhythm can be restored and maintained by surgical implanting of artificial pacemaker, a device that sends out small electric current to stimulate the heart to contract. So option C is the correct answer. Plethysmogram is used to measure A. velocity of blood, B. mean volume flow, C. excitability of heart, D. conducting of stimuli in heart. So plethysmograph is air tight box fitted with device for measuring different parameters of lung volume, airway resistance and mean volume of pulmonary blood flow. So option B is the correct answer. Systole refers to the contraction of A SA node, B AV node, C major arteries, D atria and ventricles. Systole refers to contraction of atria which propels blood into ventricles, and contraction of ventricles which expels blood into aorta and pulmonary artery. So this is known as atrial systole and ventricular systole. So option D is the correct answer. If blood cells are eliminated from blood, the liquid left is A serum, B plasma, C lymph, D synovial fluid. So blood is composed of faint yellow transparent fluid known as plasma, and floating in the fluid are numerous corpus cells or simply cells of different kind. So blood minus blood cells is plasma. The difference between plasma and serum is there are proteins in plasma. Option B. Tendinae are found in A ventricles of heart, B atria of heart, C joints, D ventricle of brain. So caudate tendinae are numerous strong in elastic thread-like tendons which connect muscle to muscle, present in ventricles of only mammalian heart, mostly in the ventricles. Option A. The middle layer of heart is known as A endocardium, B pericardium, C epicardium, D myocardium. So the middle layer of heart is myocardium. It is highly vascular layer composed of cardiac fibers joined together by intercalated disc. So option D is the correct answer. Tricuspid valve is present in A right auricle, B right ventricle, C left ventricle, D left auricle. So in fact the tricuspid valve is present in right atrioventricular aperture, but it is completely located in the right auricular cavity. In left ventricle or left auricular aperture there is mitral or bicuspid valve. So option A is the correct answer. An open circulatory system occurs in A man, B reptile, C animal, D insect. So open circulatory system occur mostly in invertebrates. Animal such as arthropods, that is insects, spider, crab, and mollusks. That is that blood flows in sinus, there are no blood vessels. So option D is the correct answer.